Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tasha. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. I hope all is well. Okay, I hope all is well. No periodic table, no alien talk. If this is your first time here, welcome. How you doing? Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe, share. All right. Let me just put this out here before we get into the message. I do not just come up with topics, okay? The Creator leads me to go over certain things. Sometimes he will give me downloads and have me hold them until a particular appointed time. And sometimes, as I stated the other day, and as I state frequently, the messages are for me, and sometimes I am allowed to share them. And other times, these messages have absolutely nothing to do with me at all. Okay? I was talking to someone, and there was a suggestion thrown around that I should talk about the casinos and the plot and the plan. And I find it interesting that the land that all casinos are built on is sacred, right? They're considered sacred plots of land, and people feel the need to be, drawn, or they are drawn rather, to these places with hopes of winning money. So I don't know if that's a subconscious thing or, a conscious thing. Maybe it's a collaboration, or maybe it's a tad bit of both. Maybe it's a collaboration of the ethers and your ancestors tugging on your instincts. Sometimes the enemy can actually want to make you go there to lose money, or to just be in the midst of spirits that are hopeless and wasting their resources ultimately, right? But yeah, I just don't sit around and think of things to drum up, okay? There has been a few topics where I asked the Creator if it was okay for me to talk about certain things. It was just something that was on the forefront of my mind, and I wanted to talk about it. And most of the time, God is like, no. Okay? Most of the time, when I have something that I prefer to go over, the Creator tells me no. Okay? So these topics, like I said the other day, are coming straight from source. I am not making any of this stuff up. We are phasing through these topics because it is what the Creator wants to go over. I'm assuming that these topics are interesting enough to the audience that has been attracted here. And I really do appreciate everyone who has been tuning in and listening and really just scrolling through the topics and the different segments. Yes, I can see the statistics on the podcast, and the numbers there are appearing to be increasing and kind of doing a little bit all right. It's something that I wasn't sure on if we were gonna keep here or go to YouTube, but we're for sure gonna start doing some recordings, and I'm looking forward to doing new things so that the podcast can grow and really just take this to the next level. I was offered a space actually to record out of, but we'll see. All right. But with that being said, let's get into the topic. The Creator gave me this download, I don't know, maybe about 3 days ago. And he said, "Are you happy?" I remember a few weeks ago, we did a segment about doing inventory, really checking yourself and scanning yourself, scanning your mental. How are you responding to things? What are the things that make you happy? The things that, you need a little bit more time and patience with? What are the things that make you sad? What is your physical body feeling like? How are your finances? What are the things you find yourself constantly spending money on, right? And that segment is not that old. I don't remember what the title of it was, but it kind of brought me back to that, because sometimes the creator will pose a question, and a lot of the times I move out of the way because I'm like, I know that question is not for me, because I have my own relationship with the creator and I have my own understanding on how to process things. So these topics, again, are more often not for me, right? They're not for me more than often, but I do appreciate having the ability and the access to the people, the places, and the things that will allow me to get downloads, that will be a reminder for a download, that will serve as some sort of confirmation or proof to a download, that is, something that is allowing the creator to work and show himself in multiple facets. It doesn't have to be monetary in order for you to know that the creator is real and that his presence is everywhere, and it is exactly all that we need in order to prevail. So the question was, are you happy? I mean, really happy. Are you really? And then this took me back to a conversation that I had a few days ago about being happy. And this was actually when I got the initial download. Like, I had asked this person that I was engaging in a conversation with, were they happy? And the response was that they were joyous. So of course, we know there is a difference between joy and happiness and peace and bliss and all of those things, right? There are a few distinctions, but the overall gist of this conversation was to get to the core of the person's spirit, and to also put myself out there as a person who was really concerned about the welfare of my friend's mindset and just the overall well-being of my friend that I was engaging in this conversation with. So this is letting me know that this is the creator's way of checking in with us, coming in to make sure that we are in a mental space where we not only have clarity, but we also have peace, right? Because a lot of times people have an understanding of things, but they're not at peace with it. So you really have to be willing to make the distinctions between things that are being rested on our spirits. A lot of the times we step out into these spaces and we feel that, we are doing so good and things are, working out for us and looking up for us, and we are just, blissful, and we can't really place ourselves in the right position because we don't know how to interpret our own situations, our own feelings, right? So a lot of the times when we start engaging with ourselves, it becomes easier to understand other people, okay? So if you can identify your own happiness and your own emotions or your own feelings and interpret that, really dissect it and really put the emotions where they belong, you'll be able to do that for other people, right? Not everyone has the gift of discernment. So this is really a conversation for people who have been on their spiritual journeys and they are committed to servicing other people. They're not out here draining people for their energy. They're not trying to get over on people and get what they can get from people. They're just really playing their part in this earthly realm and just being of assistance and assisting people with breaking free from the things that are holding them back from prevailing and awakening and from maintaining, right? Because there's this one thing of, waking up, right? And then there's the next level of being aware of this awakening and being in it and embracing it, right? And then there's this maintenance of that. And the maintenance requires a little more effort and energy, because once you start to change your life and your insight and the things that you are doing, then you become forced to thrive and fully step into your new energy. And this also forces you to stay away from the things that do not assist you in any kind of way. Okay. They keep you from moving back into old patterns. They keep you from staying away from things that have nothing to do with your purpose. They keep you from drowning in energies that are not your own, right? Because the more you prevail and become more aware and conscious, you become more sensitive to the energies of your immediate environment, as well as your genetic and your spiritual environment, right? And these are all different things, meaning where you live, where you work, the people you hang out with is one environment. That will be your immediate. Your genetic environment will be the people that you are connected to by blood. And then your spiritual environment, the people that you're connected to via your purpose, or the things that are going on in your spiritual world, right? Because when you go to sleep, that's one aspect of your spiritual world, right? But there are different versions of a spiritual world as it pertains to you. The planet that you hail from is a different aspect of your spiritual world, right? And that's like going off topic. It has absolutely nothing to do with the topic at hand, with the segment that we're currently discussing, but it is always connected, right? This is just to say, the happier you are, spiritual belch, the more in tune you are, the better you are with understanding, right? All of the things that are required, because we don't always get it. But once you reach the level of happiness, you have to understand that not only are you breaking free, but you're also exposing yourself to darker energies, right? Once you get to that level of peace and understanding and clarity, you are breaking off a bind off of your spirit. When you are allowing the Creator to lead you and guide you, when you don't have to be directly in control of everything, when you understand your place in the matter, when you are not fighting everyone and everything in your midst, when you are humble enough to accept the things that you have in your place, that you have, in your line of sight, the things that will allow you to have a really good relationship with yourself. These are all of the things that are going to assist you with maintaining not even just the happiness, just like my friend said, that joy, that peace, that solid foundation that comes with having the Creator as your wingman, being able to really lean on God and just trust that the Creator will never pull a rug from under you. And if He does, it's going to land you on a pit that will secure you, as it is going to have cushion. It's not going to be something that is going to weaken you and make you feel less than. Okay, so your job is to really tune in with yourself, have that understanding, be willing to create, be willing to dive in, be willing to work hard, right? And really just be happy, right? Really be happy with the things that you have, because it's a part of the journey. It's a part of your energetic signature. It's a part of the blessings. It's a part of your growth process, whether it's a result of you growing or whether it is something that you need as a test for your growth, or if it is just something that is just there for the meantime because the Creator needs you to see something real quick. All right. But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I hope all is well. I hope y'all have been getting through y'all week, because Tuesday is for tacos, right? But I hope y'all have been resting, drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea, because it's free. And I really do love y'all. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.